Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Billy's Blades and Tools. Glad you could stop in. Today we're going to be talking about an old knife that I picked up. My grandson and I went to an antique mall, a little town about an hour away from us, at 4 levels, 4 different floors. Picked up some knives there. Today we're going to be talking about the one that it's got a little age on it. So we'll be getting into that in a minute. But first I want to do had a little mail call. Got another YouTube channel, Thomas. Get this envelope opened up here. Brother Thomas from That Pocket Knife Guy. There's his sticker. You see that? I hope you can see that there. A little too close there. But that's his channel. It's That Pocket Knife Guy. And Thomas sent a little thank you card here. Said, "Hi Billy, thanks for reaching out and cheers from Florida, Thomas." So thanks Thomas for that. But I had inquired about where everybody was getting, sorry about that, their rule number 9 poker chips. And Thomas was referred to me by different people. And so I reached out to him, and he sent me some poker chips. So now I've got some poker chips to add into my display area here. And so I really appreciate that, Thomas. I'll be getting some stickers in the mail to you, some of my stickers. That's all I have to offer at the moment. But I really appreciate you sending those out. And like I say, we'll add those poker chips to my videos. And cheers to Thomas from Ohio. We're having some decent weather here. All of our snow is gone. We've had temperatures in the 50s over the past several days. Yesterday we got into 60s, 62 or 3, something like that. Today we might even hit that also. But just wanted to get on here and thank Thomas for that. And so let me get this camera turned around and we'll start looking at a knife. All right, well, we're back. And today's knife that we're going to be talking about is this old electrician's knife. It's got a half stop, the main blade, spear point blade. It's a little worn down. I think it used to be a little fatter than that. But overall it's in really good shape. Little stiff opening and closing. There's no snap. And if you can see, it's standing a little proud right there on the tip. So we'll have to work on the kick of the knife there. Right here to see if we can get it to close better. There we go. We'll work on the kick right here. Take a little bit off of that so that when it closes, that tip doesn't stick up, because you can really catch that on your finger or your clothing, whatever. But then we have the screwdriver blade, which, other than a little bit of pitting right along here, this blade is in excellent condition. The screwdriver tip is still really good. You can see the line going down through here, kind of bevels out. It's in excellent shape. The edge here isn't super sharp, which it's not supposed to be, but it's in really good shape. And wood handle, looks like all steel pins. The bail, original bail, is there. There's a little chunk out right there Again, wood handles. You can see the dents and the dings. There's the other side. Other side. Needs some cleaning up. It is kind of dirty inside. I don't know if I can get my light in there. See if you can see that. But yeah, it's a little cruddy down inside there. Kind of hard to tell on the camera here, but it's a little dirty in there. As you can tell, there's no snap on either one of these blades. There's the lock, which is steel. It's not brass. Yeah, there is some snap there on the screwdriver blade, but there's the back springs, all steel liners. So let me give you some information on this. This is a Camillus, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you a good picture there. I'll put a picture up here somewhere of the tank stamp. Better look at the tank stamp. But based on the tank stamp, I am just, of all the research that I was able to come up with, this is a pre-World War II electrician's knife. Now there's no markings on here that I could, tell that maybe it wore off, because I think they used to have a marking on there. I forget what they were. I'll put that info up top here, what they call them. It started with a T or something like that, TL 29 or something like that. I'll put that up there when I figure that out. But it's a 3-line tang stamp, and it puts it somewhere between 1920s and the 1940s area. It's got wood handles, steel liners, steel pins, spear point blade, and the full screwdriver blade. It's in excellent condition for its age. This thing's between 90 and 100 years old. I couldn't believe I picked this up. It was at a, like I say, one of those antique mall type places. I paid $12 for this. Now it's going to need a little bit of cleaning. I'm not going to polish it up and make it look like new. It's an old knife, and it deserves to stay an old knife. Now the bail got a little twist in it. I have to straighten that up a little bit. But other than that, doing a little cleaning up on the blades, clean up the wood handle. I'm not going to do anything about the little chunk missing there. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. But for a 90 to 100-year-old knife, it's in great shape. It was used as an everyday tool by tradesmen in the electrical field, or who knows what it was used for. But for the age that it is, everything is in great condition. Sorry about that. Like I say, it's dirty, it's cruddy inside, but that's an easy fix. I don't have to do much to the blade here. Clean it up. It's been cleaned up a little bit. There's a little pitting here and there. Like I say, the blade's not as wide as it used to be. You can tell that it's been sharpened and used a lot. And it's really unusual that the, I don't know if I can get it open, screwdriver blade is in as good a condition as it is. Usually the screwdriver tip's all jacked up and chewed on, and sometimes people sharpen this edge to a knife, real sharp knife edge, which isn't the way it was designed to be used. But there's a little bit of pitting on both sides there. But I can't believe how nice this is and how old it is. I found some information about it. I had to go online. I don't have any of the knife books that a lot of guys have. They're getting a little pricey, but I haven't been able to find any in the wild. Every time I go to an antique place, thrift stores, that I look for some of those knife value type books, but so far no luck. But and then when you find them where people are trying to sell them on the open market, they're so high in price that it's not worth it. So I do most of my research online and try to sort through the facts and the fiction. But it's not a mint collector's piece, but like I say, it's a survivor. It's hard to tell, what it's been through its life. But like I say, based on that tang stamp, it's probably the mid 30s. It's hard to know for sure when it was actually made, but that's the area between in the 30s and 40s probably. But that's about all I got to say about it. I will be working on this, and I'll do a video later on. I'll try to do a video on the cleanup. But this is just one of the knives that I picked up when, like I say, my grandson and I, over the weekend, actually on Valentine's Day, him and I went shopping at the antique malls. And I picked up, I think about 4 different knives, and I'll do some other videos on the couple of the other knives we picked up. But we had a good day. Stopped at a local diner, had lunch, and we had a good day. So it's always good to hang out with my grandson. He's 15 now, got a girlfriend, so I don't get to hang out with him as much as I used to, but anytime I hang out with him, it's a good day. So anyway, hope everybody does have a good day. If you get a chance, to like, subscribe, share, it helps my channel grow a little bit. It has been growing slowly but surely, but I don't put out content on a regular basis. So with the winter weather and everything, it just makes it harder to get out in the garage and in the shop to do any work out there. But we'll see about getting out there now that the weather's kind of sort of calmed down a little bit. It's still February in Ohio, so things change quick. So anyway, I hope everybody has a blessed day. Go out there, be a blessing to other people, be kind, and take care.